Tube Nation Facebook fam, what's going on? It's your boy Big Vic, Common Sense Scholar, back in this thing. So if you have been paying attention, I've already covered Hidden Colors 1, Hidden Colors 2, Hidden Colors 3, and kind of giving you an application of each film. In this case, you're dealing with somebody who's suffering from coonism. I thought I killed the AC. Hopefully you don't hear that. They're suffering some type of coonery, whether it be Negro bedwench, Mammy, uh, Sambo, Pickaninny, Uncle Tom, or even Uncle Ruckus. That's a new one. That's new. That's cats who are out and out in love with racism, in love with white folk, no matter how they treat their people, how they get themselves treated. And they fall into one of those categories. But I've kind of given you an application for each one. I've added cards to this video, so you can go back and check out each video. Um, Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you think. But let's get into it, man. We've covered these three. This is the latest installment from Tariq and his crew. Hidden Colors 4, The Religion of White Supremacy. Dope film. Everything makes sense. It's not even once again, it's not an anti-white person rhetoric. Let me repeat this because you're always going to get those racists that try to stir up the pot and add some bull feces to it. We ain't doing that. We're not going to eat the bull feces. We're just going to keep it what it is. We're going to keep it 100. This film right here covers how white supremacy works and how it continues to maintain itself and build itself, and why other folk, and why, pretty much why black folk get the short end of the stick, and why other things are allowed to happen. And for me, this film helped tie in a lot of things I'm learning. Like there's a brother named Dr. Ray Higgins, who he used to be a Church of God in Christ preacher, but he's no longer doing that. In fact, he says the Bible is not even real. That the concept of the people in the Bible are all allegorical, and he has a good standpoint or position on that. But he also talks about how how I'll just have to brain fart real quick. But he also talks about how a lot of things that we think are real are actually fake. Like the Federal Reserve is not does not belong to the feds, to the federal government. It's actually a privately owned bank. He talks about how white folk maintain power, which it's not directly related to this. Tariq and his people, they came together and they did this. And you have I know you have Killer Mike in this film. Let's see if we can get you some real quick. And forgive me for the lighting. Y'all like these videos of Sherm? Then we got we got Killer Mike, got Tariq, of course. We got Jim Brown, Boyce Watkins in this one, Walker, Tony Browder, and several others. We got James Small, Jennifer Tosh. We got several others in here. This talks about how white supremacy will do whatever it takes to maintain its power. And Dr. Ray Higgins, he alludes to how when we have these major situations where we're going to war, all of a sudden it seems stuff's crazy. How OPEC, if you think about OPEC, because they, white supremacy is giving OPEC a bad name, but the reason why they've done that is because OPEC, 98% of OPEC's money is in the United States banks. Did you hear me? 90% of OPEC's money is in United States banks. United States banks. Go to their website and you'll see that on the listing of all the OPEC countries, United States is not one of them. But we have 98% of the money. So when there's a situation that just seems to pop up out of nowhere, where the government's like we're in a state of crisis, that is typically done so they can freeze their accounts because OPEC is trying to take their money out. And if you go back and you do a Google search and see how many times the United States has been in a state of crisis, and you'll see that every time that's happened, war, or it's just been something real crazy that our government's doing. In part because the white supremacy is always trying to find a leg up on everyone. That's why they demonize the people of the Middle East, because people in the Middle East refuse to give up their resources and be subjugated to white racism, like they did the African folks, which are the black folk here today. But he talks about how every time we've been in a state of crisis, pretty much that was done in part to freeze up the assets of OPEC, because you can't legally hold someone's money in these accounts, especially someone overseas, foreigner, unless you're in a state of crisis when it comes to a corporation. So he talks about that, and when I saw that video with that brother, and I saw this film, it all made so much more sense. How white supremacy works. That's the reason why when you see Jews, pretty much anyone who is unmelanated get better treatment than we do. And the reason why a lot of the flooding of immigrants come into here is in part done because they want to get rid of all black folk. They want to get rid of everyone who's melanated. But white supremacy is not going to hold in on itself and say, okay, let's get rid of our base of income, because they got us on the bottom, but we spend the vast majority of our money with them. So they're not just going to give up all the money they're earning, and they're not going to give up their economic structure. You got to have somebody to replace the people you're trying to kill. So that's why you see all these immigrants coming in. That's why you see all these Syrians coming in, because they're putting themselves in position to wipe out black folk. But they're not going to, once they wipe us out, they can't let it just all go willy-nilly and not have no money coming. Okay, so for all my black folk that are real superstitious, oh, they're terrorists. Remember, the same people who feed you that BS on the news, the same people that turn around and allow people like Hillary Clinton to put this narrative out there, we're all super predators and we want to rape all the white women. So, get off of that. Real talk. If you actually sit down and talk to somebody who's overseas, you'll probably find out that their biggest problem is our American government, how they try to come over and bully and take their resources. And if you don't really believe all that, check this film out, The Religion of White Supremacy. It'll give you a breakdown on white supremacy and how it sets itself up, the power structure, economically, socially, psychologically, to maintain its power and its grip on the other 3/4 of the world that's melanated. Man, I know I said a lot. This is a little bit longer than other videos, but these are some powerful films. See these. Get them legitimately. Go to a black-owned bookstore. Order them off of Voice Watkins' website. There's other websites you can order them off. Get them off Amazon if you can only afford to get them one at a time. But get these in your life. Watch them again. Get the literature. See for yourself what's really going on. So you can position yourself better. So we can become a collective group that becomes a community once again, and segregate ourselves from racism once and for all. Alright, people, I done spoken enough, I done said enough. It's time for me to go. Peace and blessings to everyone, including the haters. Shay.